Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Mike, 180, 59. Double dog, that's the way. Motion, pop, 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 pop. Ran, up. 59 Mike, check, 59.
Now Trubisky on first down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, you block over here. Check.
From the 22, Rodgers. Pass incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense. Gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Check, 59. Hey, tight. Mark, 59, Mark, check, 59. Hey, they're scared. Tighten up. Jump out. 26. Hey, orbit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Just like that. Big dash. Come.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Back to you. Check 26.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Man up, D. Kill. Alert. Kill. 80 weapon. Alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 70 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
59. Mike the 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switches, switches.
Hey, check 26.
Kill.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the eye.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
The big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
Let's go, sir.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Red, up.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a time. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Kill.
Lock in.
Kill. Turn up. Show it up.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Switch.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
58 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
Inside.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw, and this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's put him on the buses.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Joker.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On third down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, Sue.
Mike is 59. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Slant.
Slam. Check 13.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 66 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Mikey's 59. Mike inside. Hey, check.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And how about that for just running out the clock? So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had it built.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, we got 3.
Now Trubisky. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Shit! Watch the shit!
Alert!
On first down, Cohen. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Get that ball! Get that ball!
Again, it's Cohen. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the slant. Back. Check 43.
Easy. X3, 218, chopper.
Check 99.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5'9". Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. can't get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you could go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Take 30.
Watch the 20.
Now Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No. 758. Back north. You go Cali. Front left Cali. Smooth.
Jim.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Flip again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers flushed out right. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Elsewhere, a third quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Jump out. 6-6. Pull it high.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Screen again.
On first down, Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26. General West.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And so Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 38 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
319. Right. Go right.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Harris now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback